Some places should stay forgotten. That's what the locals say about the house in Black Hollow Woods. Deep in the trees, hidden away from the world, it's been abandoned for decades. No one lives there. No one dares, because those who do don't come back the same. The stories go back over 100 years. They say a man named Nathaniel Crowe lived there, a doctor, a scientist, a lunatic. No one knows exactly what he did. What they do know is that people went inside that house and never came out the same. Some were found wandering the woods, unable to speak. Others were locked away in mental hospitals, claiming they were trapped in endless nightmares. And some were never found at all, but those who survived all said the same thing. He made me relive my worst memories, over and over, until I begged for it to stop. The town eventually buried the past, and the house faded into rumor, a forgotten relic of something too terrible to remember, until Emily and her friends booked it for a weekend getaway and walked straight into its nightmare. Emily never wanted to come. She wasn't into horror stories or creepy old houses, but her boyfriend Trevor lived for this kind of thing. "Come on, Em, it's just a house. It'll be fun." Jake and Hannah were just as excited, so Emily gave in. The place was listed online as a secluded nature retreat. Cheap, quiet, with no neighbors for miles. Sounded peaceful, but when they arrived, the house was wrong. The wood creaked under their feet, rotting with age. The windows looked like black, empty eye sockets. The air, heavy, stale. "This place is a dump," Hannah muttered, stepping over a broken porch plank. Trevor just grinned. "That's what makes it fun." Inside, it smelled of damp wood and something faintly metallic. The furniture was old, covered in dust, but untouched, like someone still lived there. Jake ran his fingers over the fireplace mantel. His hand came back smeared with something dark. "Guys, I don't think this is dust." None of them noticed the portrait above the fireplace, the man in a long coat, a grin that was too wide. Beneath it, a name, Dr. Nathaniel Crowe. That night, the house watched as they fell asleep, and the nightmares began. Emily woke up screaming. Trevor rushed to her side, shaking her awake. "Em, what happened?" She sat bolt upright, shaking, her breath ragged. I wasn't here. I was back home. The night my sister died." Hannah frowned. "Wait, what? That was years ago." Emily buried her face in her hands, trying to steady herself. "It wasn't a memory. It was real. I could feel the cold floor, smell the hospital, and I wasn't alone." Jake leaned against the doorway. Who else was there? Him, Nathaniel Crowe, watching. The room fell silent. Trevor forced a chuckle. "Come on, Em. Just a bad dream." But that morning, something was different. Her shoes, which she had left neatly by the bed, were outside, soaked in mud, as if she had gone walking in the woods. But her feet were clean. Daylight should have made things better. It didn't. Hannah couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Every time she turned a corner, she swore she saw something just out of view. Jake, usually the joker of the group, barely spoke at all. "I don't feel right," he muttered at lunch, "like I haven't really woken up." They spent the day exploring the house, trying to shake the eerie atmosphere. Strange things started happening. The mirrors kept fogging up, even when no one had used the bathroom. Emily heard whispers through the vents, but when she pressed her ear against them, they stopped. Trevor's phone screen cracked. Not just broken, but shattered like something had hit it. "It's just an old house," Trevor said, forcing a laugh. "Old houses make noises." But by nightfall, even he was starting to feel it. It started at 3 a.m. Emily lay awake, staring at the ceiling, afraid to sleep. Then she heard it, a slow scraping sound coming from the hallway, like something dragging along the floor. She sat up, heart pounding. Was someone awake? Then she heard Jake's voice, barely a whisper. "He's here!" The others woke up, listening. A shadow stood at the end of the hallway. Tall, still, wrong. The lights flickered, the walls groaned, and the shadow stepped forward. The last thing they remembered was screaming. 3 days later, police found them wandering the woods, shoeless, bruised, eyes wide with terror. Trevor's hands were raw from clawing at something. Jake had deep scratches on his arms, but none of them knew how they got there. Emily, she couldn't speak for a full day. They couldn't explain what happened. Only flashes, dark hallways, endless doors. Nathaniel Crowe's voice whispering, "You don't deserve to wake up." Trevor and Jake were committed to psychiatric hospitals. Emily? She tried to move on, but every night, she wakes up gasping for air, because she's still there, trapped in the nightmare, and one day, Nathaniel Crowe will come back for her. Some places should stay forgotten, and if you ever find yourself in Black Hollow Woods,
don't step inside.